think through education of what it is and where it came from and what it means for people, and the alignment of that with our Catholic social teachings. It's at the heart of who we are as Catholics. So, you know, to lend to support or to talk about that subsidiarity and how, you know, people are, you know, need a voice, and we support that.
And I guess, you know, I was looking it up and I thought, you know, there's just so much politics about it. But really, the simple question is the amendment of 128 in the Constitution of alter the Constitution to recognise First Peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. Do you approve this proposed amendment? So it's quite simple, isn't it? It's quite a simple question. So I really think it's really about leadership teams, schools taking that responsibility to understand, well, what is the voice about? You know, well, what's the Makarrata about, so that people then are informed, because it's a simple question.
I think with the way media portrays it, it has become very political, but we're forgetting what the actual Uluru Statement from the Heart represents, and it represents people. It represents solutions for ongoing trauma, intergenerational trauma, how we want to address our youth and lead them to a right direction. But also it's about self-determination, and we're thinking about it in a political and how it probably could affect us economy in the economy and stuff like that, rather than thinking of it in an empathetical way or a sincere way of us as people when it comes to dealing with it's not about it's not us there to tell you what's right or wrong. It's just there about listening. That's the concept of it. Its concept is about truth telling, and when we actually listen to one another's stories, we are more clear as to what direction to when coming to help. Not and it's not all about just helping. It's just about listening. It's about being sincere. Because I know when I listen to someone's story, I walk away with thoughts and, you know, and images in my head. And when I'm dealing with those particular situations again, I try and find the solution, but I use the thoughts and feelings of it, you know, to help me guide into what's right and just. And we as Catholics are right about being right and just. It's written in our prayers. And we should be compassionate. It's written in all. It's what we are taught through our sacraments. So it's about being just, you know, being justice to the right people. And it's not about you know, they're making it a black versus white thing, you know. But it really isn't. It's just about people. Remember, it's a statement from the heart. It's not a political statement from the heart. It's an actual calling out from the heart, what we are yearning for, how we need to fix this problem. We're talking from the heart. We're not talking in another way. And yeah, and truth telling is about attaching yourselves to one's heart and being one in heart, and, you know, listening with your heart. There's probably some of the phrases that we use when we're in the church.
It's listening and being and feeling what you feel. And having your voice to speak out and sharing and taking away, as Marlon said, taking away what your thought and feeling of hearing other people's conversation.